Steven heads to sleep and gets a vision of a location. He tells Connie about it and she finds it in a book. Steven asks the gems about it but they refuse to tell him, so he decides to find it himself. He goes to his father and asks for help, so Fat Wallet Greg flies them toward the location. As they get closer to the place, Steven begins crying. They reach a blue spaceship and see someone in a hood talking about Pink Diamond. The Blue Pearl hears them, so Greg decides to sacrifice himself to the mysterious woman who was revealed to be Blue Diamond, who's grieving for the loss of her younger sister. She decides to take Greg as a memento to Pink's planet. Steven tries to chase after her but Garnet comes and stops him. She apologizes to Steven for not coming with them and tells him that they're going to get Greg back. Pearl tells them that Blue had a human zoo and that's where she might be taking him. They take the Ruby ship, then activate the hyperdrive and speed off until they reach the zoo. The gems enter the gates but they see securities guarding the entrance, so Garnet defuses and makes a plan to use Steven as a prisoner to get inside. They approach the guards and see the leader, who lets them in because Sapphire is high-ranked. She takes them to the door where Sapphire distracts her and leaves them to free Greg, but they can't get the door open. A guard comes and reports that Blue Diamond is on her way to the ship, then brings Steven to a tube where they change his clothes and release him into the zoo. He sees his father and they embrace each other. Greg tells them that the other humans here have it pretty good, as a voice tells them when to eat, bathe, and even sleep. At night, Steven explores with Greg and finds the door. The humans tells them that the door only opens when someone gets hurt, so Steven gives his father the hands but no one comes to help. The voice suddenly calls them for a choosing ceremony. They head there and finds the voice telling people who to couple with. The voice chooses Greg with someone, but he tells them that they should be able to pick anyone they want to be with. The humans all choose Greg but he rejects them and they all begin to cry. He runs away and hides as the guards come to calm the humans down. Seeing their chance, they run towards the door but get captured by a guard. They take them to Amethyst and see her having fun with her kind. The leader comes back and sends them all to greet Blue Diamond. Amethyst tells them to run while everyone is distracted and they escape to a room with many bubble gems. Blue Diamond comes in with Yellow Diamond behind her. She tells Blue to destroy all the bubbled rose quartz, but she refuses because they are the only thing left of Pink's creation. Yellow reminds her that one of the roses betrayed and shattered her, then begins to grieve for Pink when Ruby and Sapphire suddenly enters the room. She begins to freeze up, but after Ruby comforts her she makes up a lie and is allowed to leave with Greg and Steven sneaking out with them. They Solid Snake behind the leader as she gets wet over the fact that 2 diamonds came to her zoo. She notices that humans escaped and prepares to fight. They turn back into Garnet and easily defeat her. She threatens to tell the diamonds, but Pearl points out that if she tells them she failed she will be shattered, then they escape back to Earth.